Hey guys, welcome in. We are rounding out our divisional previews. Last night I had my cousin Jack on the show. We talked some NFC East football. We had a blast. And we also talked some average draft position of players that we are not the biggest fan of in this upcoming season. And I'm going to play that audio recording for you guys right now. Thank you guys so much for listening and have a great rest of your day. All right. Welcome back. Welcome into the show, everyone. Got Cousin Jack here today. We're going to be discussing some NFC East fantasy football topics, position by position.
Yes, sir.
How we doing, Big J?
You know, can't complain.
Can't complain. Baby life's good. Yes,
We
sir.
doing it.
Football's right around the corner, and we're going to be going team by team, position by position, saying who we like, who we don't like, and basically talking some overall football. So what team do we want to start with, Jack?
Yo, I completely forgot the Eagles were in this division. I'll be honest.
All right. Let's start with the Eagles because the Eagles are going to be, I think, hot garbage.
You think they're going to be hot garbage?
I think they're going to be hot garbage.
See, the thing is Hurts was like, he was like the angel that just showed up on my fantasy pick like last year, and I was like, who is this man dropping 25 points out of nowhere?
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Wow, good quarterback. Haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah. He had that cheat code because he can run the ball.
Bro, they benched him Wentz. Like,
I know.
I'm like, wow, no,
I know.
That's sick, I guess.
I know, but Jalen Hurts has some crazy concerns throwing. Like his
no. His
mechanisms
throwing's a little iffy, but I mean, at least he can run. He's like another Lamar Jackson in the early stage.
Exactly.
But
yeah, he's current ADP is 90 points per game last year.
I mean, that's only like what out of 5 games maybe. How many did he even play?
He averaged about 17 points a game last year, but I don't know. The ADP at 90, that's the first pick of the 10th round. I think I like other quarterbacks a little more around that area.
No.
I wouldn't reach that high.
He's not like he's like maybe tier 2.
Yeah. I think so. I think tier 3, honestly. I would rather Ryan Tannehill, Joe Burrow, and
Tannehill, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Although Joe Burrow, I mean, he's all right, but he got injured, right?
Yeah.
ACL.
I just think their upside is better because I really think Jalen Hurts sucks at passing the football.
No, he threw like, I don't even know how many interceptions he threw, but he threw a lot.
He did get benched. He only started 4 games, but I don't know. The other thing is like the weapons around him. So Miles Sanders and Boston Scott, the 2 running backs. Miles Sanders is another guy that I'm really not sold on anyone at all in this Eagles offense, but
I'm staying away from Eagles.
Me too.
Honest,
yeah, me too. Miles Sanders, their offensive line last year was not good.
Yeah.
ADP currently for Miles Sanders is 34. Start of the 4th round, he had 14.2 points per game last year. Reports out of camp are that they're thinking about splitting between the 2 running backs, and that for fantasy owners is just the death kiss, the kiss of death right there. So
that's like Lions, like DeAndre Swift, and then didn't they just get
Adrian Peterson last year?
Yeah, but they just got someone else too from I think KC.
They grabbed Jamal Williams. Yeah.
Bro, that's great.
Yeah. So
like now it's like maybe I want DeAndre Swift, maybe not.
Yeah. It's tough.
I don't know. I don't like split quarter running backs at all.
Me neither.
Although Camaro was an exception that one time.
Miles Sanders at the early 4th round. I think I'd rather other guys going in that range are guys like Chris Carson, Josh Jacobs, Darrell Henderson. I think I would rather have all 3 of those guys over Miles Sanders.
Like Sanders is like if you really need a running back.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're desperate.
So other guys going in that range, Jack, who are you liking? Would you rather Mike Evans or Miles Sanders?
Evans,
me too.
Evans.
Allen Robinson or Miles Sanders?
Robinson's on the Jaguars, right?
No, Robinson's on the Bears. He's been really good the last couple years.
Yeah. He was that weird star for the wide receivers, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, probably Robinson, to be honest.
David Montgomery or Miles Sanders? That's a really close one.
See, I don't even know what Montgomery... I know he's Chicago.
Yeah.
He's somehow a running back, right? I thought he was a wide receiver for some reason. Is he even good?
He last year really struggled through week 9, and then he got like a cakewalk schedule with like the Vikings twice, the Lions twice, and the Texans, and then he finished as a top 5 running back. Huh? So he just got like every carry and every pass.
Depending on their schedule, I guess, for the running backs.
You would consider, yeah. I think there I would go Montgomery, but I really don't want either. And then J.K. Dobbins or Miles Sanders, for me, that's easy. Dobbins all day. I think J.K. Dobbins is going to be a top 5 running back. That's my bold prediction.
They're saying that for Baltimore, right?
Yeah. So moving on to the receiving core, Devontae Smith, obviously the huge name, is hurt. MCL sprain, 2 to 3 weeks, unfortunately. Jalen Reagor last year was a bust. And Travis Fulgham last year showed some promise, but the receiving core and really just the Eagles' fantasy options as a whole, outside of Dallas Goedert, I don't mind. ADP currently 76, 10.6 fantasy points per game. If Zach Ertz can get out of Philadelphia, I think that Dallas Goedert would be someone that intrigues me. But outside of maybe Devontae Smith, if he gets healthy, I think I'm avoiding just about every Eagle on the planet.
Eagles is out of my radar.
Yeah. Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott back. Current ADP 47. In a standard league, going 47 late 5th round. No thanks. No thank you.
Who was that? Dak Prescott, you said?
Yeah. He averaged last year the most points per game among quarterbacks.
Last year? You mean when he got injured?
Yeah. Well, he was like on fire until he got hurt.
Oh, yeah. Who injured? What team was it?
The Giants, remember? He like broke his leg on live
fat
TV.
Boy came out of nowhere.
He averaged 27.7 fantasy points per game. Like I said, that's good for the number
honestly,
one.
if he's healthy,
yeah,
he could be definitely like not like a. I mean, it's a double quarterback league we're in, so maybe a first round pick. Who knows?
Yeah. I think so. If he puts up those numbers, he's worth number one overall.
You're
if he
telling
puts up
me,
those numbers. Yeah.
27 out of like just.
Yeah.
Really?
But I think the risk is like. The Cowboys' defense last year parted like the Red Sea when they were playing. Like their defense was bad
it was
last
garbage.
year. Like, literally one of the worst defenses in NFL history. So, and they used their first 6 or 7 picks in the NFL draft they spent on defense, and 8 of their first 11 they went defense. So I think that their defense is going to be a little better this year.
I'd hope so. That was atrocious last
year.
Yeah.
But they do have a lot of intriguing fantasy options. Zeke Elliott, current ADP is 6th overall.
You see. Is their line even good? Their OL?
It's not. It's not as good as it was like the Great Wall of Dallas. Yeah. But it's not. It's not as bad as it was.
If Dak Prescott's healthy and it's a PPR league, I would definitely go Elliott.
Yeah, I think so too.
He just gets all those dump passes.
Yeah, and he gets 400 carries a year.
So the dump passes for 40 yards. I'll take it.
Yeah, I think I have. In my 2 leagues, I have the 4th and 5th overall pick, and I think I'm going to go Zeke for both of them. I really do. You don't think?
That's cool.
Yeah. 12th overall over here.
12th pick. See what I get.
So Zeke actually did not. He wasn't Zeke last year, though.
No, he was.
He was at a low end, high end.
He was like Melvin Gordon, like
RB2, but not not
maybe
superstar.
No.
Yeah. Averaged about 15 points per game. I think this year, I know Tony Pollard is good, but I think this year Zeke returns to prominence. He's on that huge, massive contract, and I don't see any reason why they wouldn't run him into the ground.
Yeah.
He lost about 15 pounds too. I don't know. All of his pictures are on social media, so he looks good. But we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, let's leave it there.
All right, the receiving core we got. This receiving core is loaded. Amari Cooper.
Cooper, Lamb, Gallup.
Yeah, and Gallup. Yeah, I mean Gallup is kind of like the late round flyer.
Yeah, but Cooper's like a good running back, wide receiver, like 2 maybe.
Big time. Yeah, his current ADP is 42, early 5th round. I love that ADP.
Yeah.
I will take Amari Cooper at 42 overall all day. The Ceedee Lamb hype at 35, middle of the 4th. That is bold, bro. 35 overall. All right, let's see. He's going around guys like Terry McLaurin, Allen Robinson, Mike Evans, Julio Jones, Robert Woods, Amari Cooper.
Julio Jones might actually have a breakout year.
I think so too. And he's 40 overall.
As long as he doesn't get injured like he did every year of his career.
No.
He could do really good. And what's crazy is he had 3 touchdowns last year.
I know.
And he was still balling out.
I know.
The one game he had 2 touchdowns. He had like almost 40 points on my team. I was like, huh.
Yeah.
And then he got injured.
Big time, dude. He always gets the yards, Julio does. And at 40 overall, the start of the 5th, that's one of the guys I did a show the other day. That was one of my favorite average draft positions. Yeah. I think Julio at 40 overall is a steal.
Yeah, that's great.
So if Ceedee Lamb's hype, he's going ahead of Mike Evans, Julio Jones, Chris Godwin, and Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is around that area anyways. But, I mean, the hype for Ceedee Lamb is real, bro.
How good was he last year? Was he?
He was very good, but there's like all this Twitter stuff about him making these like acrobatic, ridiculous catches
Oh,
at camp.
okay.
Sometimes that doesn't translate, but
I mean, like Odell.
yeah, exactly. So Ceedee Lamb, 35 overall, had 13.6 points per game last year, but that was with really bad quarterback play.
Yeah.
I mean,
he could probably be a very good, like a wide receiver 2 type.
I think so too. Yeah. It was tough to watch Andy Dalton play the football last year.
Yeah,
but
the red water pistol.
the red rifle.
The red rifle.
Yeah. All right. So Michael Gallup, another guy, late round flyer, not someone that I'm really like targeting, but if he's there in like the 11th or 10th, I wouldn't.
Just like a backup.
Yeah, exactly. Bench stash.
I
And
feel
then
that.
Blake Jarwin showed some flashes, has gotten hurt the last 2 years, but another guy in the never-ending tight end landscape. They say this year the term for tight end is either elite or late. So either get an elite guy or swing for the fences with a couple of late round picks. Don't really, focus on the middle round. We'll go over a couple middle round guys for tight end later in the show because Kyle Pitts is one of my guys. Spoiler alert, ADPs that I'm not a huge fan of, but we will definitely get into that. Oh yeah, that's one of your guys too. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll get into that later. So next up, we will preview Big J's team, the Washington football team, baby.
Stupid how they never got their name back.
No, they say after this year they're gonna.
They were trying to get it back, right?
The Washington football team.
How basic of that? Like really?
I know, dude. So Ryan Fitzpatrick gonna work some Fitzmagic this year.
Fitzmagic in the house.
I mean, anything I think last year will be better than Alex Smith was.
He was on the Dolphins, right?
He was last year. Yeah,
he was going crazy.
Yeah, he actually was pretty good.
He had to show 2 of the way.
Yeah. So he's a late round quarterback who, if you go late round quarterback, Ryan Fitzpatrick will give you some good.
He could be a good
games.
second quarterback.
He could. He definitely could. Even in a 2 quarterback league for sure.
Like I take him rather than if Wentz is going back on.
You think so?
Yeah. I take him before Roethlisberger, to be honest.
Oh, I would too.
I find Big Ben atrocious.
I think Big Ben's done, dude. I really do. So Fitzpatrick actually will be good for Washington. 16.7 points per game last season fantasy-wise, and he has some weapons for sure. 2 running backs, Antonio Gibson, J.D. McKissick. McKissick was good for PPR, was like a solid low-end RB2 last year, but the big name that we're going to talk about is Antonio Gibson. Current ADP is 17. 14.4 fantasy points per game last year.
Crazy last year at like the end.
He was really good. And I think that Gibson's average points per game actually factors in that time or that game that he got hurt and had to leave and had like 2 points. So that obviously took a hit. But I got to say, Jack, I'm not taking Gibson over other guys around him at that ADP.
Honestly, I don't know as much about Gibson, so I'd most likely stay away because it's the Washington.
Yeah, right.
I don't know how good their line is. They both did great, the 2 running backs, but I don't know. Like, there's other people.
There is. Like, so if you had the 16th pick and you were staring at, I think this one's obvious, Aaron Jones or Antonio Gibson. Yeah, don't even know. Yeah. I think a big debate that people are having is Antonio Gibson or Joe Mixon.
I go Gibson.
You go Gibson, I go Mixon there.
Mixon?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's kind of eh.
A lot of people got burned by Mixon last year and the year before, and I think that he's one of my big bounce back candidates. How about Najee Harris, the rookie for Pittsburgh, or Antonio Gibson?
He's actually my 3rd guy.
That you like?
No, that I don't.
That you don't like? Really? Okay. All right. Cool. Good to know.
I mean, unless you're doing dump passes like Connor can do, like when he was good. Yeah. But I don't know. I just don't. I find the Steelers to be just so overrated.
Oh, I think that there's a path. They're either going to go 12-5 or 5-12.
Like, how do they go 7-0 and then lose to the Browns twice?
I know, dude. I know. Craziness.
Really?
I know. Craziness. So you would go Gibson over Najee, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, how about Clyde Edwards-Helaire or Antonio Gibson?
That's the KC guy, right?
Yeah.
Is he a starter?
He is, yeah.
I'd probably go KC.
I think I go
KC running back, yeah, definitely.
And then final one, Austin Eckler or Antonio Gibson.
Eckler did all right.
I think I go Eckler there, dude.
Eckler, yeah.
Just because Eckler doesn't have a J.D. McKissick on his team.
Yeah, they don't have a second running back.
Yeah.
You got to also take that into account. He's like a split running back.
Yeah.
Thing, so it's like
big time. Big time. So the wide receiver core, Adam Humphries, wide receiver 3, not really anything to write home about. But Terry McLaurin is slowly becoming one of the best receivers in the game. That kid,
he was going crazy.
Yeah, he can ball, man. Current ADP 32.
Especially with Fitzmagic, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
He
was balling with Alex Smith last year.
Like Alex Smith.
Yeah. Current ADP 32, early 4th round. I'm actually starting to love that ADP. I think that could be the biggest steal in the draft. I think Terry McLaurin is seriously so good, dude.
Yeah, he's underrated.
Yeah. And then Curtis Samuel, ADP 111. I think that's a really good ADP too, early 12th round. Underrated. Yeah. For sure. Last year, Carolina lined him up in the backfield, lined him up in the slot, lined him up all over the place, can just make plays. And obviously not a guy that you're looking to start right away in Curtis Samuel, but definitely a guy that is not a bad bench stash for sure. But yeah, Terry McLaurin and Ryan Fitzpatrick, I think, are going to make some Fitzmagic.
They're going to make some dynamic duo type stuff.
Especially for fantasy purposes. And then Logan Thomas is surprising 3rd overall tight end finisher last year. Current ADP of 84, 11 points per game. Got that big extension this offseason. Elite or late, like we were just saying, one of my favorite targets for tight end late is actually Logan Thomas. I think that he makes it work again this upcoming season. What do you like? You like Logan Thomas?
No.
Really? Not at all?
I'll be honest. I'm not a big tight end guy. So, I don't know. Like, my tight end was Mark Andrews. Like, he's my man.
Right.
And then you got Kittle, and then you got Pitt, and then Kelsey. Honestly,
Hawkinson is up there, too, they're saying. I'm not as sold on Hawkinson, but the other guys you mentioned for sure. So you'd rather pay up for a tight end this year?
Yeah.
I think that's a strategy for sure, but it's just like, what are you paying? Because I am not going to be the guy who takes Travis Kelce in the first round. Like, I just will not do it. But if you're at 12, like someone I know is at 12, I might take Travis Kelce with. How about you could do, dude? Last year I had Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and that stack was ridiculous.
Don't worry about it, bro.
Yeah,
Don't worry about what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it. You'll find out.
So
I got a plan.
So in your case, 12-13. I believe the next time that you pick would be 36-37. So it's looking like if you want an elite tight end, you're going to have to pay up for Kelce at the 12-13 spot. And then the New York Football Giants, big things coming our way for the Giants. Actually, I don't know. I think that they're going to be better than they have been the last couple years. Obviously, the reports out of camp about the brawl. I know you heard about that. That's craziness, man.
What was it? I think the quarterback got in the fight,
too.
Like, what are you doing,
Coach was really
man?
angry, dude. And then they had to run like high school football, like sprints on the 50-yard line for 30 minutes. But Joe Judge disciplining that team. I think that the Giants are going to be good. It's all a matter about staying healthy, but I am on the record for years now. I am just not a Daniel Jones guy, not a Daniel Jones believer.
That man is so fast.
I know.
Out of nowhere.
He can run the football for fantasy purposes.
He ran faster than he thought. He tripped himself.
Yeah. I remember that.
Too fast.
He's really good at running the football. Throwing is just no.
Maybe if he gets better. I mean,
that's it. Because if he gets better, then the Giants could take the next step.
Yeah.
I think so. So Daniel Jones in 2 quarterback leagues, definitely a target. 1 quarterback leagues, definitely not a target. 13.5 fantasy points per game last year. I just think that quarterback-wise in fantasy, you can do better. You can do better. You can just do better in a 10-team or 12-team league. Saquon Barkley, current ADP of 5. That is...
Woo! That's overrated.
Woo! Yeah, he is. Reports coming out of camp is that he might not be ready
till 3. He's my second guy for the...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd stay away.
Oh, he's actually one of my guys, too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay, cool,
we're thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I think that Saquon is just so talented, but it's just like that knee with the reports, like there's no timetable.
And you're on the Giants.
Yeah, I can't, with my top 5 pick, I cannot.
Oh, no.
I can't do it.
I can't, no.
Now, all right, so if you're sitting there at...
Yes, I would if he's available, I would definitely
You would take him? Yeah?
Do I think he's going to be available? No.
No, I think he is.
You think he's going to be available?
I really do, yes,
at
dude.
12?
Yes, I think so. People are scared, dude.
I mean, yeah.
I'm scared.
I'd be scared, too.
Yeah.
But it's like I said, I got to reach.
Right. But that could be like a home run pick if you get him at 13.
At 13, I mean, and he actually does good.
Yeah.
I would take it.
Exactly. So, Saquon Barkley, obviously the running back is Devontae Booker, the backup. If you want to maybe take him late round, see what's good, but that's about
Literally
it.
says late.
Yeah,
Don't even think about it.
Yeah. But Barkley is a huge question mark this year for sure. And then wide receiver Kenny Golladay, the big acquisition, went down with a hamstring
no
injury.
Receivers. Like, who the hell wants Shepard?
Shepard?
It says late.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Big time. No, Kenny Golladay, when healthy, is sick. It's just he's very injury prone. His ADP is currently 64, start of the 7th. I actually like that ADP because I think that when he is healthy, he is a top 5 talent in the league.
Yeah, he could be like a wide receiver 3 type of thing, or like a flex maybe.
I think he could be a wide receiver 1 when he's healthy. I really do, dude. I really do. He's that good. He's money, bro.
You gotta take into account it's Jones.
Yeah, I know.
Like, really?
I know. That is the one.
That's like the Hurts
drawback.
guy.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
They can run, but they can't. They gotta practice.
Yeah, but he did just hurt his hamstring. He's out 2 to 3 weeks. Just hamstrings, they concern me, bro.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
They concern me. So, for that ADP, I would probably still buy in, but I'm definitely weary for sure. And then Kadarius Toney, the rookie out of Florida, haven't really heard much about him, but looking to probably do
who
big
knows?
things.
Like Justin Jefferson,
Right.
I had him, and he just blew up when I traded him. I was like, oh, sick.
Oh, you had him and traded him?
I had him in the 2nd week, and I was like, he's not going to do anything. Literally the 3rd week, 35 points. Like,
dude, I remember.
No, that's cool.
He was playing the Titans, and he went off. Round out our team preview, Evan Ingram, ADP 130.
Staying far away from that man.
I actually don't mind Evan Ingram.
Dropping passes. He lost in
I know.
3 games.
I know. But for fantasy purposes, we don't care about that.
No, you're right.
Evan Ingram, he did drop. He did not play well last year, but his rookie year and the year after that, he was actually really good.
His 3rd and 4th year?
I think it's his 4th or 5th year. 4th year, I want to say.
Okay.
So start of the 14th round in this tight end landscape, if you're not going elite, I think that Evan Ingram, you could do worse. I really do.
True.
I wouldn't mind Evan Ingram. So that completes our NFC East team previews. Now, next up, the 3 players, ADPs that we are not the biggest fan of. The first one we could talk about is Kyle Pitts. Jack, I believe, has him as well.
Yeah.
So we were talking earlier in the show, you're taking him in the late 5th round, and you are expecting Kyle Pitts to have the greatest rookie tight end season of all time with that ADP because
of all time.
He is going ahead of guys like Tyler Lockett, Cooper Kupp, Mark Andrews, Adam Thielen, Myles Gaskin, Deontay Johnson, DJ Moore, Michael Thomas. I mean, there's no way that
would I risk it in taking him? Probably. From what it is.
You would?
I would probably risk it if I had, although he might actually go quick.
I don't think because you draft at 36, 37.
Oh, what team is he on again?
He's on the Falcons. And Julio left. That's the argument for him, but I just, dude, rookie tight ends, like, they're rookie tight ends.
Yeah,
Rookie tight ends. Like, I actually have a stat. So, there's only been 2 tight ends that have finished in the top 10 in their rookie season since 2000. It's a pair of Giants. Can you guess them?
Pair of Giants? No, not a chance.
One of them we just talked about.
Ingram?
Evan Ingram was one of them, yeah.
Really?
And then Jeremy Shockey. That's a throwback name.
Shockey?
Yeah, Jeremy Shockey. So those are the only 2 rookie tight ends since 2000 that have finished in the top 10. It does not happen. Now, I'm not saying that Kyle Pitts is a bad player, bad pick. I'm actually all for Kyle Pitts, but I just can't justify spending a 5th round pick on a rookie tight end. Like especially ahead of guys like the guys that I just listed. So yeah, the hype train is pretty ridiculous for Kyle Pitts. If he was a little lower, maybe 6th or 7th round, I would definitely take the fly.
I guess I could see it with him being almost 7 feet and running a 4.4, not even.
He is sick. His talent is ridiculous, bro.
Like, imagine that thing running at you like non-dodging.
Yeah,
not tackling you. Are you crazy? It's like DJ Metcalf coming at you full speed. Like, no. I'm gonna opt out.
Dude, yeah.
Fake an injury.
No, I remember watching Florida play Alabama, and Alabama had him triple teamed, and he still called a touchdown. He's something special.
Just lost everybody real quick.
He is he's a different breed for sure. But like we were saying, at that ADP we can't do it. Number 2 for Jack and I, it's crazy how 2 of our 3 guys were the same. Saquon Barkley, we touched on him. It's just that knee is just scary.
Giants, offense.
Yeah.
And then, like the knee injury. The man was out
Yeah.
all year, and he's already missing 3 weeks, right?
Yeah. And they said there's no timetable on his return, and that week 3 is likely the destination. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
For my first round pick, I don't want week 3
maybe I
to
wouldn't
be.
pick them both.
Yeah. I don't want week 3 to be my likely time that my first round pick returns. Especially when I can get guys like Zeke and Chubb and Aaron Jones.
No,
in
yeah,
that range.
Chubb is actually. I think he's gonna do good.
I think so too. Yeah. So Saquon Barkley, we touched on him, and then my third guy is Michael Thomas at 56. He's already missing 2 months.
Thomas is missing 2 months.
2 months. Yeah.
Really?
First 2 months of the season.
For what?
I believe he had ankle surgery.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And so the problem that I see is that I don't expect the Saints to be good this year, and you're spending a late 6th-round pick on Michael Thomas. Okay, paint the scene. If the Saints are 3-5, are they going to bring Michael Thomas back? I mean, if their season is going south, are they going to risk his health?
I don't know. If he wants to play, I guess maybe.
Maybe.
But they might save him for
exactly. Or if the ankle,
every now and then.
Yeah, if it doesn't heal, like he's going around guys like Deontay Johnson, DJ Moore, TJ Hawkinson, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Jamar Chase, Brandon Ayuk. I know Michael Thomas, the talent is ridiculous, but especially if they have Taysom Hill starting, which I can't see why they would. I just can't justify spending a 6th-round pick on a guy who is going to sit on your bench for 2 months, the first 8 weeks.
Yeah,
of the
no
season.
thanks.
So
like maybe like an auto draft at the end. Like,
yeah.
Let me pick up Michael Thomas.
Maybe even
who's their quarterback?
Hopefully Jameis.
I mean,
Hopefully.
if they get Hill, you're just going to see running.
Yeah. So like I said, if it was maybe the 9th or the 10th round, I could see it, but I just am not going there with Michael Thomas. And then who is your third guy, dude?
I said Naheem Harris.
Najee Harris.
Or whatever.
Najee Harris. Why?
It's Pittsburgh. I don't know. I feel like their O-line is...
It is. It's not good.
It's
But, and it's a big but.
It's a big but. Round.
If you could list the running backs who are going to get 300 touches in the season, Najee Harris is one of those guys. True. That's the only thing.
He's its own running back, right?
That's it. There's no one else.
I mean, yeah.
And they just picked him in the 1st round.
Oh, he's a rookie?
Rookie.
Okay, maybe I could stand corrected, but I don't know. He's just, like I said, rookie, Pittsburgh.
There's risk there for sure.
Yeah.
Like, for sure.
He's a risky pick.
Yeah. But I think I'm buying into Najee Harris, but
So is my dad.
Really? Yeah?
Yeah, my dad really likes him. He's like, yeah, you gotta really look at that guy.
Yeah, because he's going to get the workload. That's the thing, is like when you have guys in fantasy that get workload, it makes them just so much more valuable. So, Najee Harris or Calvin Ridley, if you're at that spot.
Ridley.
Najee or DK?
DK.
Najee or Pat Mahomes?
Mahomes.
Yeah, Najee or Hopkins?
Didn't Hopkins go to a different team?
Yeah, he's on Arizona. Well, he played there last year, though.
Oh yeah. Hopkins.
Hopkins, okay. Najee or Diggs?
Diggs went crazy.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Diggs.
Najee or Darren Waller?
He's a tight end, right?
Yeah. Raiders.
Wasn't he going like pretty good at the end of the season?
He was sick, yeah.
Yeah, probably Harris.
Oh, Harris, okay.
I don't
two
know.
more.
Like I said, a tight end rather than a running back that gets more touches.
Yeah. I mean, elite tight ends are worth
I mean, if he is one of the top like elite tight ends, yeah.
So, two more. Joe Mixon or Najee Harris? Your guy, Joe Mixon.
Not Najee.
You're going Najee? All right.
Najee.
All right, and then last one, the beloved Justin Jefferson or Najee Harris?
If he can produce like he did last year, then Justin.
I think because receivers so deep, I go Najee Harris, but it obviously depends.
Oh, true. There's a lot of receivers.
So
out there,
many
yeah,
receivers.
Maybe. Bro, there's so many. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about him,
no.
really.
Running back drops off like
unless you get like the
dramatically.
top elite wide receivers, like there's maybe 5 of them.
That's what you know what's crazy is I was listening to a podcast, they said the same thing. The top 5 receivers are elite, but then once you get past that, they're literally the same player.
They're the same player.
It's ridiculous.
Like, really?
Yeah. I agree.
Do you find AJ Brown to be an elite?
Yeah, I think he's really close.
DK Metcalf is. I find Metcalf to be an elite.
DK Metcalf, I think so too. Yeah,
and
I
then
think he's in that top 5.
obviously Adam Jones or whatever his name is, Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams. I think the elite 5 are Diggs, Metcalf,
Yep.
Hill, Adams, Hopkins.
Yeah.
Those are the 5 right there. And then it kind of drops off. It gets a little gross. But the problem is the running backs are just so thin. There's 12 that you feel good about.
There's maybe 4 or like elite ones.
Elite, like crazy elite. There's 4.
There's Nick Chubb's, Henry,
Kamara,
Cooks, Kamara,
McCaffrey, Zeke.
Do you really consider him a?
I do.
No, I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
What about Jones?
Non-elite.
Really?
Non-elite.
He's finished top 5 last 2 years.
I don't find him an elite.
All right.
I don't know.
And
I would pick him before Elliott.
Who's that? Aaron Jones?
Jones.
Yeah. I think that's. They are very close.
Yeah.
Like, you flip a coin for me. What about Saquon and Jonathan Taylor? Jonathan Taylor's hype is.
Jonathan Taylor's Colts. Yes.
Yeah.
He was going pretty good. I would probably go with Taylor.
Really?
I mean, is he sharing?
He is. And Wentz just got hurt, and Quentin Nelson just got hurt. So his stock is kind of dropped a little bit.
Maybe the other one.
Yeah, so, yeah. That was our NFC East and ADP players that we are not the biggest fan of. I want to thank Cousin Jack for being on the pod.
Thank you for having me.
Had a blast, bro. He'll be back on during the season for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Football is coming up, and we are super excited. We hope you guys enjoyed the show, and we'll talk to you guys soon.